Hello, everybody. Welcome to our demo of Elderosity CRM. As you log in, you're going to see the screen in front of you, obviously minus any of the leads. These are populated by myself, of course. But on the left-hand side, you're going to see a new lead button, a new task button, followed by your placement lead screen, any of your contacts that you have inside your system, the communities, the tasks, and your contracts. Just below, you'll see your help button. Up top here, you're going to see which screen you're in. So if you are in contacts, it will show that you're in contacts, companies, placement leads. It's going to show you're in placement leads. In placement leads, you're going to see that you have two toggle options, your table view or your pipeline view. So as you get more and more people in your pipeline, you can see where they're at inside of the pipeline, going from needs assessment to touring, pending placement, so on and so forth. Over here, you can download a CSV file of your database. And then here, where it says Manage Lead Sources, this is where you're going to click and add in any place that you get leads. So if you have a Facebook advertisement, or if you do Google AdWords, or if you spend money for a Chamber of Commerce and you want to put that in here, this is where you're going to add all of those lead sources. Okay, so again, that's in the top right-hand corner, just below the settings tab, the team settings, and your logout button right there. Okay, so as we move on, we'll go ahead and go back to table view, and we're going to add a new lead. So we're going to name him Gary Geary. How about that, right? Okay, and once you jump in here and you add your new lead, you can change the owner from whoever's on your team. There's that lead source that I was telling you about, right? So did he come from the website or the referral contact or some kind of Facebook advert? Okay, so as we move on, you can change the place of where your placement status is at, and always go through. You want to update your lead. As you continue on, you're going to see all the information that you would need to enter into, as far as responsible contacts, their current location, any notes or physician report. Over here on the right-hand side is your face sheet. Okay, so as you fill out your face sheet and say that they want a private assisted living or a boarding care, they're not too picky, mobility, transportation. As you fill this out, you'll update your face sheet, and then when you go to print your face sheet, whether you're saving it or whatnot, all that information is going to fill out here nicely for you. Okay, so you have a nice face sheet that you can send to assisted living facilities if they want to know a little bit more information themselves. Now, under this, you will also have tasks. So in here, you'll see that there's no tasks. If we come over here and add a new task and say, find 3 assisted living for Gary, all in the Roseville area. Find suitable. Something of this nature, right? Something to get the point across. Here is where you get to choose the person that you want it to associate to, and then who in your team are you going to assign it to. And then at the very end, let's give it a little due date, press OK, and we'll save that task. Now we're in the task manager section, as you see right here. So let's go ahead and go back to Gary. Okay, and Gary's right here. So we're now back in Gary, and you'll see that under the tasks, now there is find 3 assisted living for Gary. Okay, files. This is any files you want to upload. Proof of Social Security, DD-214 forms for military, anything that you would need to help your client be placed or get care, you're going to want to upload that and put that in here. So you have that for safe storage. Okay, so that's our placement lead. Now, as we go into contacts, these contacts need to be created right here, brand new. And you could download your contacts CSV file as well. Okay, these are going to be different than your placement leads. These are two different folders in your CRM, so there'll be two different downloadable buttons there. The companies are the companies that you associate your contacts with. So if we add in here a new contact, you'll see right away that there is two companies that I've already chosen. But let's just say that there is a Roseville nursing home. We'll go ahead and create that company. Oops. Roseville nursing home. We're going to press save. And then who is that contact that we're trying to add in there? So let's add Amber Wellington, who could be the admin assistant. We'll give her a rs.com, and we'll give her a phone number. Okay, we all get the point here, right, with adding in information. So as we see, Amber Wellington has been added here into our contacts. And when we go into companies, we'll see that the Roseville Nursing Home has been added in here as well, and that there's one contact associated with that. Over here on the right-hand side, you can just simply change that name and save it for the company's name and continue on, so on and so forth. For your referral contacts, these are referral sources, excuse me. These are going to be the people that refer you business. And inside of your placement lead, you're going to see that there is a place that you can add in your refer by, who is referred by. So in this case, we have Susie Shield being the referee. And when you go back into your contacts form and go to referral sources, you'll see that Susan is populated in here. You cannot add a referral source into the referral sources. They actually have to be chosen through the referred by. Okay, so if we want to change this to Amber Wellington, we would press save. And now you see Amber Wellington's information is showing up here. And when we come over here to our contacts, you'll see that in the referral source, Amber's name has now been added as a referral source. So the reason we did this is so that when you are adding in contacts, the referral sources are being picked up by the placements. So any placements that you have in there, when you associate your referral, that's when they will show up there. Okay. Moving on next, you will see that we have a communities area. Okay. This is the portion that we are building out, and it will be extremely more robust compared to what it is now. Right now, it's just a simple search for you to get going, get some phone numbers, and quickly get a communication line going with the communities. So here you're able to choose of three options: residential care facility, assisted living, or memory care. So if we choose assisted living, we'll see that the map changes when we want to go to an area that we like. Okay, so we'll say that Oakmont of Roseville is someplace that we want to call. At this point in time, you're going to go to view larger map. In a separate tab, it will open up, and your phone number and information is right there for you to call and get that communication line going, stating that you have a new lead. Okay, again, this is going to be extremely more robust, options to leave notes and all the other good stuff that you guys are really looking for. But at the moment, this is what we have in place for that while we build that out. Moving on, we have our task section. And this is that area that we showed you really quickly. But again, you can add a new task. You can give it a title, give it a description. associate it to a client. Oops, excuse me. Associate it to a client, assign it to a team member, and give it a due date. Again, once you have assigned it to a client, that's when it's going to populate in their profile. So we'll cancel out of this. Last, we have our contract section. This is a section for you to create any contracts you have with the community. So for this area, for this specific choice, I did Atria of Rockland. We have a 70% referral percentage off them. I created it, and there's some speaking notes about it to, we said always speak to Bobby in marketing. But you can manage this, okay, and you can add any notes that you would want to. You can change the percentage. The signature date is when the contract was ratified, okay? And then down here, you can upload that contract. So let's give you an example for a new contract. Let's say that it is Brookdale, Roseville, and we've got a 65% referral, and we ratified that in December 30th. Always be sure to send email first, then phone call on Monday. Who knows? All right. Okay. So we're going to put that there. We'll save our changes. Now, here's where you're going to notice that when we go to manage, that's when our options come in to add that file. So you can go in at that point in time and add that file in there after you go ahead and create that contract. Okay. So then once you do that, you'll save your changes, and you'll build out your contract databases just the same. And it's a nice place to store all of those contracts, so you can always download them if need be. This is where we're at so far. Again, with the communities being an extremely big portion of the CRM, we are looking forward to dropping that here, hopefully this summer in 2021. But in the meantime, we hope that you enjoy and look forward to hearing anything that you would like to add or change about the platform. Thanks so much for checking out Elderosity.